Hello and welcome to Mind Your Business. I'm Stephen Meadows. In today's Hidden Gem, I want to talk about eating an elephant. Now recently we celebrated Thanksgiving and I'm sure a lot of us felt like we ate an elephant, at least I know I did. But that's not the elephant I'm talking about. I'm not talking about eating a real elephant, so don't send me a bunch of hate mail saying that I'm trying to, eat endangered animals or anything like that. I'm talking about from a goal-setting perspective. That's one of the biggest analogies I hear in business is the question of how do you eat an elephant? Because that's what it feels like when you set your business plan. We're in that time of year where business planning is important. It's paramount. We're going into a new year. We need to know what direction we want to take our business. And so we sit down and we go through all the numbers and we set these goals and we look at all the variables and think of all the things we want to do. And at the end, we have this big business plan. At least we should. If you're not doing your business plan, shame on you. So we get to the end, and all of a sudden, well, what am I supposed to do with this thing? It seems so overwhelming and so daunting. I've got to make that much money next year. I've got to close that many deals. I've got to make that many phone calls. And for some people, they just shut down. They just get completely overwhelmed. And so that's where you have to ask yourself, how do you eat the elephant? How am I going to eat this elephant? The answer to that question, as most of you know, it's easy, one bite at a time. So that's where you have to break your business plan down into small, bite-sized, accomplishable goals. Now, you've already, hopefully, listen to my little chat about SMART goal setting. And if you do SMART goal setting, and that's S-M-A-R-T, those all stand for something. I'm not going to spoil it. Go back and either watch or listen. Because by the way, if you're listening to this now, I've launched my podcast. I'm super excited about it. It's on pretty much every distribution network you can think of. Apple, Google, Anchor, Podbean, I think is what it's called. I don't know. There's so many of them, but the big ones, Google and Apple, are for sure there. I'm so excited. Look up Mind Your Business on any of those podcast platforms, and you should be able to find my podcast. So I'm super excited about it, and I plan on doing more exclusive podcasting content. But for right now, it's the audio of these videos, and there's some bonus episodes sprinkled in there as well. So I hope you enjoy it. Sorry, a little aside. So if I say watch or view or listen, it's because I'm referring to both. I'm trying to reach both audiences now. So hope you will forgive me if I switch up the language a little bit. So anyway, back to the topic at hand. You have to break down those goals into measurable, easy to accomplish, not necessarily easy to accomplish, but easier. It's easier to make 3 phone calls a day than to make 15 phone calls a week. Even just in a mental, it's the same math, but even just from a mental standpoint, if I start Monday going, I've got to make 15 phone calls, but if it's just, I got to make 3 phone calls today, or I got to send 5 handwritten cards, whatever it is, you break it down into those little daily tasks. How many people do I need to meet? Now, in this day and age, it's a little harder right now with a global pandemic going on to get out there and actually meet people. But there's social media and there's all sorts of different ways that you can accomplish that. And so you have to ask yourself, what are these little tasks? What are the things that I can break down granularly and eat that elephant one bite at a time? Because if you don't do that, I can almost guarantee you that you will absolutely fail miserably to implement your business plan correctly. You'll get overwhelmed and you'll fold. I've seen it happen so many times. It's happened to myself. I can't tell you how many times I've sat down and built these beautiful business plans out and goals and all that. And then, within a couple weeks, I'm just like, I can't. This is just too much. It's too many things. I can't do it. So that's my advice for today, is break it down. You've done a great job, hopefully, building the overall master plan. Now break it down into smaller chunks. I'm a big fan of quarterly goals. So you take your annual, and you have your quarterly, then you can either break it down into 3 months or 12 weeks or whatever. And I like to even break it down to day. How many of these do I need to do in a day? So I'll take my blog, for instance, hometalkonline.com. I have a huge content creation goal. We're pumping out close to 50 new articles a month. It's a massive undertaking, but I do it by breaking down on a daily basis how many I need to get going. So my writers know how many they have to do. I have some that I have to do, and it just breaks down every day. I do a little bit. You just do a little bit every day, and I think you'll be amazed at how easy it will be to reach your goal. So I hope that helps you. I hope you have a wonderful day, and of course, I hope you make awesome choices.